Today's video is brought to you by G2A.com and the Pack Market. Use discount code JarradHD on both sites for a discount. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome to episode number 4 of season 1 of the Everton Career Mode series. Last episode we did complete the transfer deadline day. Make sure that you go and check out that episode if you already haven't seen it. We did make a lot of good business, which I am really excited to start using in this episode, so definitely go check out that third episode if you missed out. In today's episode, we are of course out of the transfer window, have a few cool things going on behind the scenes which you will see, and we do have 3 games here. Let me know for future episodes, since we are out of the transfer window, whether you would like me to bump it up to 4 or 5 games, or maybe that's too many and 3 is perfect. Also, let me know what things you think I can do to keep this series interesting whilst we aren't in the transfer window, because I know a lot of people only watch career modes for the transfer windows and then don't like mid-season action. So let me know what things I can implement to make this series a little bit more interesting in these gameplay stages, and I will definitely look at putting them in there. I have a few cool ideas which I am currently working on. But anyways, let's get into today's press conference. So the first question in today's press conference comes from Azriel10, who says, can you address the rumor of a Chinese investment in Everton? A financial takeover is rumored to happen with the ultimate aim for Everton to win the Champions League in 2 years. I will address this. I have just been speaking to the owners. They have no plans of selling the club to any Chinese investors. They are excited about what I can do, and they think they'll be able to sell the club on for more once my reign is over in 5-10 years, and they don't want any financial takeovers, and I'm happy about that. I want to build this team progressively rather than using other people's money. VladYosarHD says, do you think you can make the Champions League? I do think we can make the Champions League. It is going to be tough, and that is not my main goal for the season. That would be nice, but my goal for this season is to reach Europa League, and if we can get anything above that, then that is definitely an added bonus. I don't know if our squad is ready for Champions League, but I'll happily embrace it. Tyler Heaton says, once the current captain retires, who are you looking to give the captain's armband to? Right now I have it with Phil Jagielka. When he retires, I am looking to pass it on maybe to someone like Leighton Baines. Would say Tim Howard, but he's not going to be getting much starting game time. So probably Leighton Baines is going to be my main pick. Maybe one of the midfielders later on in the season. Mohamed Besic, a lot of you guys really like him. So maybe later on in the series, he might be a future club captain. And the final question in today's press conference comes from Cameron Fraser, who says, Roman Abramovich said to the Sun newspaper, Lukaku's agent says he would like to return to Stamford Bridge as he feels Everton aren't giving him enough service. What do you think of this statement? I think Roman Abramovich is full of it. I think he is full of shit. Lukaku has told me over a few drinks in the off-season, when I was starting to get to know my players, how much he hates Chelsea. He said he would rather eat his own shit than go back to Chelsea. So I think Roman Abramovich is full of it. Lukaku is staying at Goodison Park. Fellas, that is where we're going to end today's press conference. Thank you for the creative questions once again. Really enjoy getting some creative questions. It is fun to make up these answers. But anyways, make sure that you leave more press conference questions in the comment section down below. Let's get into today's gameplay. So as we get into the gameplay here, you will see that we start things off with a little bit of training, one of our first training sessions. Kariu's going up to an 81 rating, which is fantastic to see. Barkley going up a little bit as well. And in our team, we have a lot of high potential players, a lot of players that are young and can grow quite significantly, which I am quite excited for. But I have taken your comments on board, setting up a scouting network here, looking for some young English talent, bring in a nice core of English players. over time, and once we get some more money, I am hoping to have scouting networks all across the world on all different continents. Should be an interesting thing to see. So if we eventually get like 6-7 seasons into this career mode, we have a solid base of players coming through the Everton Academy. I think that would be quite cool. But anyways, we turn our focus now to the opening matchup in today's episode, traveling to Wales as we take on Swansea City, away from home, of course. There is our starting 11, pretty decent starting 11, but we get the first opportunity here, drawing and passing. We get the advantage after Barkley goes down. Kevin Morales passing that one to Mohamed Bezic, but unfortunately he cannot make solid contact with it, and it does go out for a corner. Nice opportunity, and off the resulting corner, Delafeu whips that one into McCarthy. His header unfortunately going well over the crossbar. As we push on, however, it is the 20th minute. Swansea getting intercepted. McCarthy to Morales, good pass, goes to Bezic. Bezic, pearler of a ball to Barkley. Unfortunately, his finishing boots were not on, and it is still a 0-all scoreline. It has been all Evertonian domination to start this game. Morales once again getting involved, looking for some support, doing a roulette there, cutting around, finding space in Leighton Baines, who gets some more space. He's going to pass that one there. Lukaku hits that one. Scrambling save from the keeper, and William clears it out for a corner. We move into the second half, deserving a lead. Can we get it here? Lukaku getting past the defender, hitting that one. Romelu Lukaku giving us the 1-0 lead with half an hour to go, an hour into this game. The big Belge beast adding yet another goal to his goal scoring tally, and it is quite obvious to see why there are so many rumours about him leaving Everton, because he is such a quality player, and I'm sure all clubs would want to get him. Ross Barkley this time on the attack. Bezic, McCarthy hits that one, could be 2-0. Another fantastic save from Norderfort, who has been saving Swansea in this game. We have been controlling this game from start to finish. Can we get a second goal? Some nice passing. Lukaku, unfortunately, his touch is a little bit too heavy, and we just need to hold on. In the 89th minute, Cork looking for an equaliser, whipping that one. Williams almost finding a headed equaliser in stoppage time, but fortunately, we collect the points here. A dominant 1-0 victory against Swansea away from home. Great stuff from the lads. We will now move on and award the points for the Howard Kendall medal after that victory against Swansea. 3 points go to Ross Barkley, 2 points go to Mohamed Bezic, and 1 point goes to Romelu Lukaku. We jump into the second matchup of today's episode now. It is a very tough game, our second game in the Capital One Cup. On the road once again, up against a tough opposition in Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. Their starting 11 pretty strong, a few rotational players as you would expect. Our starting 11 though, very rotational. As I have said, I'm only using the Capital One Cup as a good chance to give some of the younger and rotational players a bit of experience. But we do get an interception there. Kuta Mane going to Dal. Dal sees the run of Aaron Lennon. Can we get an early goal here? Aaron Lennon hits that one, but it is saved at the legs of Willy Caballero. Unfortunate there not to take the lead. But Man City, they throw that one in there. Fernando to Yaya Toure. He could have played that one straight through the midfield. Decides to go himself. He's going to have a dig off the left foot. Fortunately, that one is wide of the goals. As we move on here, we win a header in the midfield. Dow with a lot of space. He goes outside, finding Lennon off a very good ball. Lennon doing a roulette. What can he do? Cut straight past Mangala into the box. Sees Dow. He's going to square it. Dow hits it. And Dow gives us a shock 1-0 lead here against the star-studded Manchester City starting 11. Very surprised there. Great space, great positioning from Dow, and a lucky finish, but definitely a well-deserved goal. Moving into the second half, half an hour to play. Brian Oviedo to Kute Mane, who goes to Tolisso. It gets there, and Mbanyang doubles our lead. What a goal. That was so satisfying to score that goal. The mistimed challenge there from Mangala, I do believe it was, sees us take a 2-0 lead. Very happy, and what a class finish there from frickin' Mbanyang. Turns the body, finding the corner, the bottom corner of the goals. We have the 2-0 lead, and we look like we're going to be heading into the next round of the Capital One Cup. They get a chance though. Aguero into Fernando, bangs that one off the post. They get another tackle. Aguero, once again, fortunately he puts that one wide. That is the luck we need, and we have been, honestly, we have been very good in this game. They get one last opportunity, 10 minutes to go. Tolisso, Clichy, good tackle there. We get tangled up in a mess in the box. They're scrambling for it. Gael Clichy, Fernando hits that good save from Tim Howard, and luckily Kevin De Bruyne's shot goes well over the crossbar. And we are heading into the next round of the Capital One Cup. A shock 2-0 win against Man City. After that surprising 2-0 victory in the Capital One Cup against Manchester City, we will be awarding 3 points to Bjorn Engels, 2 points to Dowell, and 1 point to Aaron Lennon. And as we get back into the gameplay here, another training session. As you would have been able to pick up over the first few episodes, I have a core group of players that I'm really trying to grow up. Unfortunately, not the greatest session there. Lukaku doing alright, but overall, it was a pretty bang-on average session. Wrapping up today's episode, however, the final game is on the road once again. No games at Goodison in today's episode, but we are travelling to West Bromwich Albion, the Hawthorns. Hopefully we can get the victory here. They're having a good start of the season, as you would have just been able to see. 6th position, but it's honestly too close, too early in the season to really be gathering how good a team is, because although we are lower in the table, we have been very, very good to start this season. So hopefully we can get the points here and wrap up what has been a pretty damn successful episode. But McLean crossing that one into Salomon Rondon 3 minutes into it. Luckily Gardner's header goes well over the crossbar. And as we push on half an hour into it, they are on the ball again. Rondon, McManaman hits that one, but what a brilliant save there from Karius, proving why he was worth the money that we paid for him. As we take a look on the replay, last-ditch second save from Karius. Fantastic stuff. Off a free kick here, Baines goes to Tom Cleverley, who just runs up the guts of the midfield. No real pressure. Goes to Barkley. First time ball to Bezic. What a freaking finish there from the Bosnian midfielder. Mohamed Bezic, proving why he's one of the key players for this Everton squad in real life and for this season. Cleverley doing a fantastic job of controlling the midfield, but that is just one class finish there from Mohamed Bezic. Very, very happy with that. On the stroke of half-time, Gardner from distance hitting that one. Holy Jesus Christ, what a finish there. Gardner, don't know if there was much else we could have done off of that one. Carey stood no chance. That is just a world-class finish. Pretty poor defending there to get them the space, but the finish, that is just world-class. Can we get a go-ahead goal before half-time? Barkley, nice precision dribbling, hits that one. Just misses it off the left foot. That would have been such an awesome goal. Some of the rocket shots we've been taking this series has been awesome, but Barkley, another opportunity. Ross Barkley is a fantastic player this FIFA. The one thing I've noticed though is he really struggles to finish. He gets in amazing positions. His finishing is just lacking the tiniest little bit. As you can see, we are absolutely dominating this game for the most part. Still 1-1, can we go ahead? About half an hour to go. Lukaku to Barkley once again, but once again he hits that one straight at Foster. Still a 1-1 scoreline. McManaman looking to steal the show here for West Brom, crossing it into Saido Berahino. Luckily the header goes straight to Karius, and we unfortunately drop points away from home. A 1-1 draw against West Brom in a game we probably should have won. Wrapping up today's episode with our final Howard Kendall Medal Points edition. We will be awarding 3 points to Mohamed Bezic, 2 points to Karius, and 1 point to Ross Barkley. Anyways, fellas, we will wrap up today's episode of the Everton Career Mode series here. If you enjoyed the 4th episode of Season 1, make sure that you leave a like on the series. I know that Team of the Season is out right now, so a lot of people aren't really interested in Career Mode, but if you are watching this series, just know that I am very grateful for having you here. Make sure that you do subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. I would like to take this moment to thank you guys for 24,000 subscribers. That is just insane. My next goal is 25,000. That is a big goal I have been working towards, and I would really like to hit that before June. So make sure that you do subscribe if you are new around here. Make sure that you check out my social media links, which will be both listed in the description down below. But most importantly, fellas, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.